yourself, the other coaches, just given the severity, I guess, of this, and that's gonna be substantial, I guess.
For sure it is. You know, the effect is that we're all concerned for Kris, because we care about him, you know. Stroke is a scary word. And so, after the game last night, I informed the players of Kris's circumstance, and Tanger was at the game afterwards. He was in the locker room with me when I did, and I think it was important for Kris to be there because his teammates got to see him in good spirits and see that he's doing well. And for all intents and purposes, at this point, everything that we've got back from a testing standpoint has been very encouraging, and so we're certainly we're grateful for that, but certainly we're all concerned for him. You know, that's a scary word, and we're all hopeful here that he's going to be okay, and that he can continue to play and help us win. You know, the biggest challenge for me today was to try to find a way to keep him off the ice. He wanted to skate today, and so I think that's just an indication of, you know, of Tanger's passion to play and wanting to get back with his team. But I think the biggest thing for us is that everybody is concerned because we all care about it first and foremost. But like I said, that from all the preliminary tests to this point, it appears that this one was much less severe than his last one, and that all of the tests at this point have been very encouraging. So we'll rely on our medical team. The doctors that are involved are so great, and we're appreciative for them as well. But certainly everybody's concerned.
Wes?
Mike, I think you can talk all day about what Kris means to the group on the ice. I think it's evident that he's one of the hardest working players that you would probably say you've ever been around. But if you just take hockey completely out of it and just think about the person, just how much does he mean to this group without considering the fact that he's a hockey player at all?
Oh, it's hard to put it in words. You know, he's he's played with some of these guys for a long time. They're close friends off the ice, first and foremost. You know, he has a family, so it's hard to put it into words. You know, like, I think when something like this arises, it certainly puts things in perspective for all of us, and so you know, for me, I've had the privilege to coach him for 7+ years now, and developed a pretty good relationship with him. And I know how I feel about it. You know, some of these guys have played with him for 15 years, and they're close friends. So they care about each other, you know, as people first and foremost. And I think something like this, I think, just brings it just puts it into perspective. We love the game. We compete hard. You know, we live and die with winning and losing every night. But at the end of the day, you know, we care about people, and he's a guy that I think means a lot to our team.
Scotty?
Mike, Ron Hickstall said that he thought the team would play for Tanger. Do you sense that too, that there could be a bit of a rallying cry of sorts?
I'm sure they will. You know, he means a lot to the team. He means a lot to the players. You know, these guys, you could see the concern on their face when I informed them last night after the game. And like I said, I thought it was great that Tanger was present, so they had an opportunity to see him and see that he's doing well. And so I would, you know, just knowing this group the way I know them, that they'll rally around this. They'll rally around Kris first and foremost and help him in every way they can, but they'll rally around him on the ice as well.
Seth?
Without being insensitive to Chris's situation, just, I guess, what are the nuts and bolts in terms of just reshuffling, your defense, or just your special teams units? Just how daunting of a challenge, I guess, is that, just given how many minutes he commands in just about every situation?
Well, he's not easy to replace, he's an elite player, and we rely on him in so many situations. He's not easy to replace, but it isn't anything that we haven't been faced with in the past. And the reality is we have what we have, we gotta figure it out. I don't think we'll replace him with any one guy. I think it'll be by committee, as it usually is when you lose a player of that stature. And so we'll figure it out with the group that we have. We have a very capable group, and the expectation here is we're gonna win, and we're gonna find ways to win. We're gonna try to put players in positions to be successful and play to their strengths as a coaching staff. And we'll sort through the challenges that are presented with us, but I think I'm stating the obvious when I say that he's not easy to replace.
I got another question about when a team is controlling the puck in your end for long stretches, or vice versa, going into the other team, what are ways that you can squelch that and get it to stop? Because it's almost like it keeps going and going, and you can't stop it.
Well, you've got to try to get a stalled puck. You got to try to create a stalled puck where you turn it into a puck battle, and then you can come with numbers to try to win a puck. We had some shifts last night against Carolina that were extended. Part of the reason is I think that the nature of their offense, they shoot a lot from the angles, and a lot of times when you shoot from the angles, if it goes wide or the rebound goes somewhere, usually it's the spray is going to the perimeter, and we're defending good ice. So and that's a common way that teams in the league try to manufacture offense. It's not necessarily those shots from the perimeter that are the dangerous ones. It's creating the next play that potentially could be dangerous. But there were a few instances last night where there were, a barrage of shots from the outside, trying to create that next play. And as a result, the puck was on the perimeter a lot. And I think those are a couple of the shifts that you're alluding to.